Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Crits and Grits Friday Night Fights. That's Nights with a K, or Night. I'm already fucking up the intro. So, to save me from myself, how about Alex? You tell us a bit about you and your character.
Right. Hey, this is Alex, and I play Paul McCall, a shifter paladin, and a former football player, and just all around real cool dude. And you know, I just have a good old time. I can't eat a lot of things because it goes against my doggy diet. But that's where we stand with all that.
And following up, I'm just going down the list in Discord. We got Mr. Dr. Deebs.
Hi, I am playing SK8R 801, who is a Warforged bard. He has a lot of dad issues because his dad is obviously Beth Jesus. There's a lot of resentment there.
I did not greenlight the Chef Bezos.
That's not what I said, Gary. I clearly said, and for the record, Beth Jesus.
I still hate it.
Well,
I'm here for it.
so does SK8.
You know what?
SK8.
100% for it.
I'll fucking greenlight it because it could make for some interesting drama there. And Beth Jesus has been a permanent part of our lives for a while now. Next up, we got Abby. Save us from Beth Jesus.
I don't know. I really like not doing that. But yes, I'm Abby. I'm playing Entropy. Rich bitch assistant, manager, goth, sorcerer, corporate goth, sorcerer. Yeah, and I'm here to keep everybody in line, especially the Tweedles. I'm the babysitter again.
I really gotta nerf your money somehow. You're just rolling in with unlimited funds here.
Hey, this is a fantasy game, and in my fantasy games, I'm not broke, okay? Let me have this. Let me have this, please.
Yeah, sure. Well, that won't be nerfed at all. We won't look into that whatsoever. And Wally or Jeff, tell us about Wally.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, playing as Wally. I've got some Wally's words of wisdom for the week.
Just send that to me in an audio file, and we'll attach it to the end.
You bitch. Hey, everybody, there's a Wally's words of wisdom. I might remember to record it. It might show up this week. It might not.
You know what? We'll drop this one right here.
Nope,
Next
too
one.
late. Already moved on.
Fuck.
Nope, too
Okay,
late. You
shit.
did it. You hamstrung me. I cannot walk.
Listeners, I have hamstrung the entire podcast. I apologize. Really wanted some Wally's wisdom, and I fucked myself out of that.
You did that to yourself.
I did that to myself.
It's a good one,
and
too.
I'm probably going to inflict a lot of things on y'all this campaign, so blood for blood, I guess. So last session started with just the sphere, your repair shop, being closed down by you all, and your microwave freaking out, disappearing, and causing so much damage when it disappeared. So now the only things you really have left to repair items with are like little mending ones. Like you can do small repairs, but you can't do big repairs at the moment. And that, hamstrung being the word of the day now, your repair shop.
R.I.P. Microwave. You will be missed. Not a day goes by that we don't think about you.
Gone, but not forgotten.
As if it's not going to warp back into reality at a moment's notice.
Is Wally like clinging to that notion and he's never gonna accept that it's gone?
I mean, it's done some goofy stuff before. He's not really worried about it.
Let's see. Microwave did a lot of damage. You all did not get to see the amazing match between the Contemptible Harpies and the Ruin Hawks because you were busy closing down your store. But guess what? You get your own shot at adventuring soon because you've decided to take on the amateur adventuring expo going on in town. It's actually a big part of...
Wait. So you said that none of us got to watch that game. Does anyone in this shop actually follow professional adventuring?
That's a good question.
Wally doesn't. Nope.
Paul doesn't, mostly because like high school adventuring took over the year after his football everything kind of ended. So no, he definitely doesn't.
I think Entropy would start following, like after they entered.
What do I have in my notes here? Oh yeah, there's a cash prize. You also found someone to give your team magical items to use. All they want in return is some good footage of you using these items. You know, just some brand ambassador stuff, like maybe some selfies with the items, video of it being used in battle, maybe a couple TikToks.
I hate it. I hate it because I remember the items you gave.
Yeah, it was the petticoat of parasailing. That's a great item, right?
Yeah,
Big old puffy skirt.
that's
It
That lets
is,
you.
and it's form fitting, and it looks great on Paul.
Paul's wearing it as a blazer.
He's torn some holes into the sides. It looks more like a vest.
And you got a Mad Cat's magic. Oh, sorry, Ferocious Felis magic wand.
it's safe.
Yeah. What the fuck is Mad Cat's gonna do? Does Mad Cat's even exist anymore?
So yeah, does that microphone give a lot of vibrato to anything sung into it?
No. You
Really?
got the one. Remember, there was a swap out. You got the one that doesn't do that part, but still looks like a microphone.
Okay. Well, if no one objects, then SK would actually use that.
And you get a +1 to spellcasting. So just add a regular +1 wand to your items, and it's still the same day. Like the representative from the Ferocious Felis has left, and Coach is looking at you all in the repair shop and says, "Well, guys, I think it's time we check the back room, see if there's any of them items back there that no one wanted to repair, or they couldn't pay for the repairs, or they just left it here for like 6 months. That's our property now, so we can use that in adventuring if you want."
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I mean, you really think they're gonna come back for this ring with this cheeseburger on it?
Have you ever actually looked at the paperwork that I make everyone sign before we take their items?
Or is that a question for me or them? Because
For them, I'm gonna assume no. Yes, there is a clause on there that says after so long, we're not going to continue to hold the item. What we do with it after that, kind of up to us.
All right, that sounds good to me.
yeah, when I
It
had
is
a house,
long.
I used some of them there.
SK has read the agreement and he understands it, but he just really likes to hold on to the items. So I don't think any of them have actually ever been thrown away since he started working there.
Can
just moved
SK8 actually like go over paperwork or any sort of like defined agreements, or does he run into like logic puzzles?
I feel like you are treading dangerously close to some ugly racial stereotypes, and I want you to check yourself.
Can he identify a traffic light?
Yeah, definitely.
What about a motorcycle?
Yes, not a horse-drawn buggy, however. Some topical Tesla humor for you.
God damn it! I hate it. So, listeners, with these items, I've given the players a list of items that the customers brought in, what the customer said the item is, what the customer said the item is supposed to do, and what the customer says that the item is doing that it shouldn't be doing. So they're all going to get to make 2 assessment checks. So, you can roll either investigate, arcana, whatever you feel would help you investigate this item or assess this item and see what it's supposed to do and what might actually be wrong with it. So after you each get your 2 rolls on assessment, you also get to roll 1 repair check each. So you all get to pick 1 item, roll a repair check on it. And I have the table sitting in front of me. So who wants to pick an item out first?
You know what? Sure. Paul, who is the only one not qualified to repair anything, Paul's going to.
All right, let's do your 2 assessments. Which item do you want to go with first?
Let's take a look at the list of items again. Let's see.
And if you will, just read the item, what it's supposed to do, and what the customer says it's doing, or what's wrong with it.
I'm going to do the repulsor shield. What it's supposed to do is it sends the attacker back on a hit, and what it apparently is doing is it sends me back when I'm hit. So Paul's going to grab it, and he is going to look around the shop. He looks over at Entropy. He looks over at SK. He looks over at Wally and says, "Wally, hard as you can, run into this, ram into it, just like in football practice. I know you can do it, bro." And we're gonna see if he can dodge it, I guess, or not dodge it, just like not be knocked back, however far.
Hey, Paul, dude, I get that you're really like gung ho about this, man, but like, I'm
It's
not
gonna
really.
be great. I know it is.
That's cool, but like, I'm not really feeling that today. Like,
Coach?
yeah, coach, you probably hit people pretty hard.
Wally, do you just want me to look at it? Have we tried doing that first? So we're just gonna hop straight into just running headfirst at this dangerous shield.
It's just like at practice, coach. It's just like, we would have the big mats and everything. We tackle into them. That's all you gotta do, coach.
I was an adventuring coach. We didn't do stupid stuff like this. Wow. Okay, we did snort pre-workout. That was funny though.
Trying to figure out the best way to test this thing. Oh, I guess I could just run into something. And he turns around. Oh, that column there. And he's going to run straight at it and try and hit it with the shield and see what happens. I'm going to roll an athletics check since he's running full speed at it and trying to bounce off of it. Does that work for you?
Sure, I thought this was gonna go another way, but yeah, roll me an athletics check.
Good, because I got a +5 in that, and that is a 14.
A 14?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The shield is okay. So with a 14, you beat the DC. I can't believe I'm giving you this. The DC on that was a 10 anyway. You realize that the setting has been reversed and it's stuck in reverse. So it could still be used as an item with the setting that way, or you could try to repair it to push other people 5 feet back. So mechanically, the shield's supposed to, like, on a hit, it once per long rest on a hit, you can negate that damage and push the enemy back 5 feet on a melee hit.
Sure, I will try to repair it. What do I?
Well, you can still investigate one more item,
Okay.
and then you can decide what you want to fix.
I will investigate the aluminum helmet.
The aluminum helmet.
It keeps the government out of my brain, but apparently it's making me hear voices.
Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna have you roll an Arcana check for the assessment.
Great. I've only got a -2 on that. It's gonna be fantastic. That was a natural 20 though. -2 and 18.
With that nat 20, I will tell you exactly what this helmet does, and you actually rolled a nat 20 on a good one.
Great.
Because there is no repair needed for this helmet. It is working the way it's intended. It, like, you focus on a creature, and basically once per day you can use detect thoughts on a creature with that helmet.
Nice. Can detect thoughts once per day.
And later on, there's a mechanic where you can modify and upgrade some of these items.
Okay, so
So you don't that one doesn't even need to be repaired. It's working the way it should.
I'm gonna try to repair the repulsor shield then.
Okay, roll me that Arcana check, and
Not to brag again, but that's another nat 20.
God fucking damn it.
And
Hey, this
just
was like me in D&D on Sunday, and then I got to roll with advantage and rolled 2 nat 1s right after I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. Felt great.
yes. Ah!
And you can rename these items if you want, but basically you fix the shield. So again, once per long rest, you can negate the damage of one attack and send an enemy back 5 feet only if it's a melee attack.
Yeah, I'm keeping the name. Repulsor Shield's a great name, so cool. He takes the setting and he clicks it the right way. I did it, guys. I can fix things too.
How the fuck did you get 2 items? You picked one of the only 2 that doesn't need to be repaired.
I'm just good like that some days.
Okay, next player. I'm already broken for this session.
Entropy will go last. You know, let the
boys fight for.
let the boys scrap over it, and she'll just pick whatever's left, like a good babysitter.
Oh, and Paul, that aluminum helmet is basically just a tinfoil hat
Nice.
with some runes on it.
Tinfoil hat with runes. I love it. It's like, are they like etched into it or are they like sharpied into it?
They are sharpied into it.
Wonderful. That is exactly what I needed.
The fact that somebody brought this to an item repair shop and they were like, it's not working, and we went, yeah, we'll take your money to fix this, is just baffling.
No, they pay after they get their repaired item back.
It's the most realistic part of all of this.
Oh, so they can just come and drop their trash off with us and we're legally required to hold on to it?
Yup.
Yeah.
That's how consignment works.
That's why Wally has a nest built out of discarded items.
So, who wants to go next?
Can I go next? SK8 can go?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me know the first item you want to do, the name, what it's supposed to do, and what it's doing.
Okay. So the enemy detector is the first one that SK8 will try to fix.
Okay, so just give me an assessment check. You can do investigate, arcana.
Okay.
If you can think of another skill that applies, and give me a good reason why it would apply, then go with that.
It's a 22 Arcana check.
22 arcana check. And you said the enemy detector.
Mhm.
You beat the DC on that, and guess what? Remember how I said there's 2 items on this chart that don't need to be repaired?
Oh, hell yes. Is this the other one that is working as intended?
You kind of get the feeling, like looking at the paper, like handwriting on the paperwork, that the person was paranoid because that doesn't even look like a real name on the sheet.
What was the name? SK8 is easily capable of reading the commonly used languages of the town. What is the name that he sees on this piece of paper?
The name was Ronald Peru.
Okay. All right. So no repair.
No repairs needed, but the thing is, I'll tell you what the item does.
Mhm.
Is that a Ron Mexico reference?
Yes, it is. This is a real play 5th edition D&D podcast set in the accursed realm of Georgia, which I forgot to say at the beginning of the episode, but here we are.
That's some deep cut Georgia reference, Gary.
Michael Vick was a member of the Atlanta Falcons that used the name Ron Mexico whenever he checked into hotels.
And also he sanctioned dogfighting on his property.
Yeah, that was really fucked up.
Yeah.
But the way the enemy detector works is it will let you know if there is an enemy within 60 feet of you. It won't let you know where like exactly where the enemy is, just the general direction.
Okay. And then have you made custom items for this, or should I try to?
I have not made custom items for it yet,
All right,
but if you want to, you can go ahead and
I'll try to.
because it doesn't add any bonuses. It just I haven't figured out the limit on how long the ability lasts and like how many uses it gets a day.
Okay.
I feel like that one is fine to be an unlimited use thing.
Can it just start doing like double bass drum beat when there's enemies nearby? Because we're about to start fight music.
It would be one of those things that you just have to consult to see if an enemy is nearby.
Okay. All right.
It's not going to immediately alert you. You have to pull it out and be like, "Hey, is there an enemy here?" No, man.
Okay. Great.
No, dog. There ain't no enemies here. And then you get one more one more assessment. There's no more items on here that don't need repair.
Damn. The slippery sneakers. I think would be a good investment. So this
And what are the slippery sneakers supposed to do?
make you harder to hit.
And what are they doing that's messed up with them?
They make grease that you slip around in. Does it just like make a big like every time you step it leaves a big pool of grease?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, give me an assessment check on that.
Right, here we go. Okay. 16 in
16?
Arcana.
Okay, so the shoes are supposed to like make a little bit of grease on the ground so it's easier for you to slide around and dodge attacks, like just shifting around on the grease.
Mhm.
But it's making way too much grease right now, and that's what needs to be fixed.
Is this grease ethically sourced?
It's coming from the grease plane. It is just pumping grease out from the plane of grease.
Okay. Ew.
So it could be beef tallow, it could be vegetable oil, could be avocado oil.
Could be spanakopita.
That's
Could be tourmaline.
could it be pesto?
It could be pesto.
Okay, but it's never you can never guess what kind of grease you're gonna get.
Yeah, you can never guess.
Like life's like that.
But
okay.
like if you manage to get the setting fixed on it, it will be an item that grants you the ability to use dodge as a bonus action a certain number of times for long rest.
All right. Okay. And so the repair is Arcana check again?
You can do Arcana, you can do Sleight of Hand. You could pick something and try to justify it.
Could I use Performance and
No.
wait, hold on. Could I go through the motions of repairing something so well that the mechanism feels as though it has
No.
been repaired?
No.
Hold on, let me roll the performance check, and then you see how it influences.
If you want to make this performance check your repair check, go ahead, but it's not going
Insight. Insight. I am inciting his repair.
No, fine. I'll do an Arcana.
Mostly just to be like, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah. I do know what I'm doing because I have rolled a natural 20 plus 4 for a total of 24.
What the fuck is up with these natural 20s
You
today?
didn't think you were
Sorry,
going to have to
dude,
give
I'm
out so
gonna
many
roll like
magic
a
items,
3.
did you?
No,
Did you,
I
bitch?
didn't.
And we're getting them out of the way now so that when we actually use them, we roll nat ones.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
the drama.
So once per long rest, you get 1d4 uses of just using dodge as a bonus action, but the max you can hold on to at a time is going to be 4.
Okay, so 1d4 and it resets every long rest. Okay. What did this?
The number of charges you have doesn't reset, but it only goes up to 4.
Okay.
So you could be like, all right, I didn't use my 3 today, but I rolled 3, so I'm up to 4.
Okay. What did the sneakers look like?
Well, you're repairing them, so why don't you tell me what they're starting to look like? Now you're not going to be able to get like a full like change out of them.
They start to look like a well-loved pair of Chuck Taylor All-Stars. Like, really well-loved.
Okay. I believe Wally's up next in his 2 items.
I want Drew. Deebs, I just want to tell you, this is coming from Jeff. You could have made them Crocs, you coward.
That's not what my character would have done, but it's also not what anyone would have done.
Yeah, I would have like taken away the magical properties if you turned them into Crocs.
They actually break and fall apart and disintegrate. Weird.
Abby,
Yes.
was there any one particular item that you had your heart set on for Entropy?
I feel like the coffee would probably be.
Okay, then I won't touch that one.
I
will
wanted
leave
the
that one for
sneakers,
you.
but I chose to go last. So
You think I didn't want the sneakers either?
I wanted to like skate around. Like, I mean, it makes sense for SK8 to have essentially grease
Thank you.
skates, but you know.
Thank you.
He's a scared boy.
Yeah, that's how you're dodging is like slip on grease. Now, are you doing it gracefully, or is it just one of those whoop 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 whoop, and the punch goes over here?
It would probably err more on the whoop 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 side than anything.
Hey Jeff, Wally's items.
What?
The 2 items you want to assess.
Oh yeah. First thing he's gonna pick up is the boombox. It's got a note on it that says should play music. Bluetooth doesn't work.
Okay.
And he's just gonna kind of stare at that note and stare at the boombox, and then look back at the note, and then look at the boombox. And considering that my Arcana and my Investigation are both in the garbage, and yeah, I'm not going to be able to like persuade this thing at all or anything. Yeah, let's just do an Arcana check. I'm going to approach this. Wally's going to approach this the same way that Entropy has tried to tell him repeatedly. We'll see how this works out. Please be bad. Please be bad. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Well,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a total of 4.
Yeah, no.
Off of a 6 minus 2. Wally just mulling this over in his hands goes, this thing doesn't even have teeth. and just like puts it back down and walks away from it.
If you want, you can roll to investigate it again, or you can go for another item.
Nah, I'm just gonna be like, I don't even know, and just put it down and like put it down like I had nothing to do with it. To be like, nobody's looking at me, right? All right, cool. And then he's gonna walk over to the copy device. There's got a note on it that says makes physical copies of small items terrible quality.
All right, roll that investigate check.
Real quick,
or Arcana, or yeah.
I'm gonna pull an acorn out of my pocket because I'm a druid and I live in the trees. So I'm saying I have it on me.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to like do that to see what it does exactly. To try to make a copy of an acorn with it.
Okay. So you go to make the copy of the acorn, and it makes a copy, but it looks kind of like an 8-bit copy in the physical world. Like it's a solid copy. You can pick it up. You don't have to repair it. You can just keep it the way it is if you want.
How big is the copy device?
It's handheld.
Handheld?
Like cell phone size.
Oh, so pocket sized.
Yeah.
Which is exactly where it is going. Wally just makes a little like 8-bit acorn and he's like, all right. He just kind of pockets it, looking around like over his shoulders, like, I'm just going to take this. Kind of cool. I like it.
All right. Do you want to count that? That's okay. Entropy, it's on you.
All right. Let me get that Grove Cafe, Fey Coffee Chain, Auto Coffee Drip. Says keeps a steady flow of caffeine in your system, but it makes my tum-tum hurt. And we're
Okay.
just doing Arcana.
You can do Arcana or Investigate.
Same thing, 11.
11. That just barely passes the assessment check.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like a little mini coffee IV that you just attach somewhere on your body. Like it's really small and just lays flat on your body, and it dispenses caffeine into your system regularly. But this one seems to be dispensing like espresso way too fast, and it's not like checking to see if you've eaten anything for the day. So sometimes it'll just dump coffee into your system on an empty stomach. It does like give you +1 to initiative,
and
but
regular coffee
it
shits.
keeps you poisoned. It keeps like you constantly have the poison status until someone clears it, and then it just reappears the next day.
Okay. And is it Arcana to try to repair it?
Yep.
Oh, let's roll another Arcana. Oh, not great.
You can like hold off on rolling an Arcana check to repair it if you want to check another item and see which of the two you want to repair.
I mean, that's really one of the only ones that makes sense for me.
Okay.
But I got an 8.
An 8, yeah, that ain't gonna cut it.
I feel like I was rolling pretty good last time, so like, here it is. my trash rolls.
All right. But if you want, you can investigate another one of these items. So, like, next time we get a chance to look at items, you kind of have an idea of what's wrong with that item and what it's supposed to do.
I'll look at the burger ring.
The burger ring?
Makes a
Okay.
burger based on the component used. I tried to mod the ring to make aged beef burgers, and now all burgers come out expired. You roll that. Oh yeah, that's a 7. I'm rolling
Yeah,
great.
no, you don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, Entropy's gonna put the rotted meat burger ring back.
Did you trying to figure out how to fix it cause it to make a burger?
What was your roll on that assessment check? And I'll decide based on that.
7, but you put the stipulation makes a burger based on the component used.
Would Entropy have tried making a burger? A nice denim burger.
Denim burger, what?
Just have a little patches denim.
It's called a jerger.
Sorry, a jerger.
The most unappetizing thing.
Well, no, the patty is made out of denim. The rest of the burger is, actual bread, lettuce, pickles, onions, and tomato, which are all sourced from the plains of lettuce, onions, pickles, and tomato.
Yeah, no, I got that. The meat part of the hamburger being made out of denim still makes it a bad hamburger.
Yep.
I mean, you can just eat around the denim.
I mean, you could,
I guess.
or, and hear me out.
Or you could just eat a salad at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Is that what you're gonna say, Alex?
What I would like to try is to squeeze some of the coffee out of the coffee drip and see what happens.
Are you
Mix and match.
actively putting this drip in yourself?
No, so like you said, it was kind of like a mini IV bag. I think
Oh, yeah.
I would try to like squeeze the bag and get some of it out onto the countertop before I use the burger ring, and then use that as the component.
It's not like a bag. It's also summoning coffee from another place. Like you just slap, like think of it like slapping a nicotine patch on, but it dispersing coffee into your system.
Okay.
But you're gonna try to make a coffee burger.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some masking tape to tape it to the ring and see what happens.
You don't have to tape anything. You just touch the ring to the component, and it makes a very soggy burger. There's no patty there anymore. It's just like gross, week old coffee
Just an
that
espresso
has
burger.
seeped into the. Yeah.
This looks like something that Rick would have microwaved.
Coach is like, well, you all did your job and you repaired some items. You all did good. So I think tomorrow, or whenever Saturday rolls around, we're going to go check out that field that Paul was talking about, and we'll get some training in there. It'll be Coach's old 3-step program. How y'all feel about that?
What are the 3 steps?
Well, we'll find out when we get there, SK.
Wait, did you say on Saturday?
Yeah, it's on Saturday. What's wrong Saturdays?
Well, that's my me day.
Also, is anyone going to eat that burger?
Okay,
No, we're not
first
eating
of all,
the rotten burger.
Paul, dude, I don't think.
Entropy's just swiping it into the
Consume the
trash.
burger, Paul.
Nope, it's in the trash. It's in the trash. It's in the
Nothing has
trash.
intrinsically changed
Entropy has
about
used.
the burger, Paul. Consume the burger, Paul.
No, it's prestidigitation on the counter. No trace. It's gone.
all right. So Wally, what if you set another day for your me day? I can have Jeremy pick up your shift for that day since he can't compete in the adventuring since he's in high school and all. And
I mean, I guess that works out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jeremy owes you a favor anyway.
Yeah, for nothing in particular. Wally's like eyes get kind of wide and he gets a little nervous.
He doesn't know that we all know about his prey boy in the back room.
Boy.
Yeah. Definitely what Wally was referring to. Definitely what he was referring to.
Well, Paul, you didn't know about the prey boy back there? Oh, it's his lewd magazine back there with the ladies in the paladin armor.
Paladin. That kind of material shouldn't be on work premises. I'm gonna go investigate and make sure that it's properly disposed of. Please.
No. If you dispose of it, he's gonna know that we all know. So let's just pretend that we don't know. Let's keep this going.
Okay. I suppose we can't.
And then we transition to Saturday.
This is like 80s montage transitioning. So is like a wipe dissolve, or is this
Oh,
what kind
the
of dissolve
scene
is that?
transition is SK8 skating across the screen and pulling the
Oh,
new shot
that's
behind
fucking
him.
sick.
His Chuck Taylor slippies.
So you all meet at the field on Saturday, and Coach is
Wally is 20 minutes late, minimum.
like it's definitely in walking distance from both where Wally lives and the shop, and Wally's still 20 minutes late.
Oh yeah.
That checks. That definitely checks.
Did not set anything like an alarm to wake himself up. It's Saturday. He doesn't get up on Saturdays. Totally forgot about meeting until he woke up.
So on the field, you all see a familiar unicorn just trotting through, lit cigarette in its mouth, eye patch over one eye. It's great to see you, Paul.
Good to see you too, sir.
He throws a good salute at him.
You don't
I
need to
didn't know-
salute.
I wasn't expecting to see you today. We don't have a shoot today, do we?
No, we use this field for softball on Saturdays.
I think it's Sundays. Oh, did I get my days mixed up? Oh man.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Me and Coach talked about it. You're here to use the ball field for training, right?
Yeah, that was the plan.
All right, just get out there and do a great job, I guess. Don't get hurt because we also need you on security detail over at the Leto Letters.
Yes, sir. I will do my best and keep everyone safe and all that good jazz.
All right, Paul, one last favor.
Yes, sir.
Can you put a road cigarette in my mouth and light it for me?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he grabs into a pouch on Lord Shatterstar's back, grabs a cigarette and the lighter in there, and says, "Okay,
real careful here.
take your inhale," and he's going to start striking the lighter. Do I need to roll anything for that?
No. And Lord Chatterstar trots away with 2 lit cigarettes in its mouth.
Man, that is one cool ass unicorn.
I'm pretty sure unicorns can still get lung cancer, so we'll see how long that lasts.
My horn is for healing and killing.
Right. Well, you also should probably consider as a unicorn, children probably pay more attention to you, look up to you, and you've got 2 cigarettes hanging out of your mouth. And I'm pretty sure smoking hasn't been cool since the 90s, so...
I mean, he makes it look good, though.
SK tries to bum a cigarette.
Oh yeah, no, just pull one out of the
Are they
pouch,
in?
man. But
Yeah, no, Entropy also offers him one.
Are these hand rolled?
I'm just saying, it's an image thing as a unicorn. You just,
hey,
keep an eye
Entropy. Entropy. That's your name, right, Entropy?
That's what people call me, yes.
All right, Entropy. Fuck them kids. And he trots off.
Right, well, stand-up citizen, let's get to work.
Wally comes walking up. Oh, good. I was hiding out behind some trees until he left. Usually, I really like mythical.
Yeah, that guy's kind of an ass, isn't he?
Ollie, can you light this for me?
Oh yeah, dude, no problem. I absolutely cast spells. I just cast Create Bonfire on the ground right there, and I just hold concentration. That's kind of smallest fire I can do right now. But yeah, here you go.
All right.
Here, I'll light one of mine with it too.
You wait, so you created an entire bonfire to light a cigarette?
Yup, I don't have any smaller
We
source of
work
fire.
with the tools.
Yeah, Entropy
Not
holds
even
out
broke
one
that?
finger and uses prestidigitation to create a small flame.
Aww,
SK8.
boss lady, I didn't know you could make cute little fires.
Waller, I'm gonna have to ask you to put that out, son. We're gonna get kicked out of the park real fast.
The fire.
I mean, yeah. Well, this training's probably gonna get us kicked out of the park anyway.
Oh, don't worry, dude. It's fine. It'll all regrow. It's the nature of life, man. A little bit of destruction, a little bit of renewal and growth. It's just how it is. There's a balance to everything.
Wally, what kind of cigarettes are you smoking right now, son?
Don't ask
worry,
questions
man,
you
I'll
don't
just put
want
this
the
fire
answer
out.
for.
Just hold on, man. Just let me put this fire out real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Wally.
And he just walks away from the fire as it slowly dies down.
You're all great kids, and I just don't want to see you get in any trouble. That's it. I'm not trying to. I don't want to be the bad guy here, Wally, but sometimes I have to be. So, first step of coach's training, I want each of you to pair up. Just pair up.
Okay. SK8's gonna stand next to Entropy and be like, Entropy, cigarette is not working.
Yeah.
He puts it back in his mouth.
All right, I guess that means Wally and Paul, you two.
Yeah, I guess here, Skate, try this one out. And I pass him mine.
He puts it in his mouth, but he has no lungs, so it just kind of burns very, very slowly.
Man,
We'll
just
work
inhale.
on that. We'll work on that.
Just give it a nice, even inhale. Just a nice, even.
He
SK8,
breathe
do you
in.
have lungs? Like, not as... I just realized I've never actually asked.
It's fine. My feelings aren't hurt. No.
It's not something you generally ask people.
I ask lots of people
I
if they have
suppose.
lungs.
Well, you think further ahead than I do.
Clearly. But no, I don't have lungs.
I'm not sure the cigarette's going to do
Do I look
anything
cool?
then.
Bro, you
I
look
think
so
Coach
cool.
told us to pair off. Why don't we go ahead and pair off and work on the...
Oh no! I think you two are already getting in the spirit of part 1 of Coach's super secret special training.
Okay.
We got 2 weeks to do this, so we're gonna take some shortcuts that will not help you out in the long run, but they will help you out for this competition.
Good.
Anything after this, we're gonna have to put in actual effort.
Good sportsmanship.
We're gonna get a little toxic today. Well, y'all are. So, now that you're in pairs, I want you to do a little trash talking. Really get in your enemy's head and knock them off their game. And I want everyone to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Hey, SK, could I get that Bard cigarette back?
Is that like a fantasy jazz cigarette? Bard cigarette.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, SK8 will hand back the Bard cigarette to Wally. It's broken.
I'm so bad at trash talking. Is this going to be an entire thing of just trash talking?
No, that's just step one of coaches. Right.
Oh, good. I have wasted yet another natural 20 for a
Nice.
22.
Ooh, that's rough. I got a 5.
A Bard cigarette.
What is heroin? Because you call it like, you know.
It's a
No, I
drug.
meant like in this world. What is heroin? Because it's like chasing the dragon in our world, but like
Obtaining the
just
dragon.
obtaining it. You just do it once, and you're like, huh. All right, well, I'm satisfied.
Found it.
Yeah, there's plenty of buck wild shit in this world. Like aboleth nuts.
Yes.
Fucking aboleth nuts.
Okay, what was everyone's initiative again?
22.
Shut up, Alex.
I got a dirty 20. I did not want to go first. Here I
I
am,
got a
second.
5.
Oh, I was hoping I did worst. I got an 8.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, that's backwards.
I'd say we fix it in post, but this is live.
Yeah. We'll start with Paul.
You can drag and drop also.
Fuck
Oh,
it,
okay.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. So, I guess Paul looks over at Wally and says, "You are sometimes late for work, and that is bad for the entire team morale some days. Shame on you."
Yeah, that's right, Paul. Hold him accountable.
Wait. No,
That's part of being a team, Paul. Sometimes you gotta hold your teammates accountable. Wally shows up late for work sometimes, and does that cause trouble for you, Paul?
Usually no. No. Normally, he's got his work and I do my work, and sometimes we work together, but it's usually later in the day that we're working together and not in the beginning. So I'm actually pretty okay with it, all things considered.
All right, Paul. We're just gonna move on over to Entropy.
Okay.
Entropy, it's your turn. Give it to SK8.
I really feel like this is weird for a manager to be trash talking an employee.
Entropy, you ain't on the clock right now.
I know, but the dynamic is kind of skewed, and I feel
You
like
just happen to run into each other outside of work, and you can talk about how you feel outside of work, and or you could take the Paul approach and just hold SK8 accountable.
Something, you coward.
The boy's asking for it, Entropy.
So, you living in the closet, is that like a thing that's supposed to be symbolic? Or
Well, Entropy,
don't
we're
know where
not just
I'm
gonna
going with
attack the Warforged's sexuality over here. We're already having a hard time.
no, we're
but-
trying to work things through, and where I was going to go with this is to let him know that we're an accepting group.
Oh, okay. That's all me for hopping in. And you were right. Maybe a manager should not be saying these things to an employee, but we gotta focus on saving the shop.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of homophobic, so
Yeah,
you know.
no, none of us are. But sorry, the old team I used to coach, sometimes they would say some things, and I would have to come in and check them. So that was on me, Entropy. That was out of habit.
What was that about him being scared of hobos?
Yeah, sometimes they come into the shop. It's when you come in late and again, I'm real sorry. I don't mean to keep bringing it up. Doesn't bring down team morale or anything. We get some homeless folks to come in, but I make sure they go out and they get the help they need every day. Mostly because we don't get a lot of folks in the shop. It's kind of sad, really.
Wally is completely unfazed as he takes a Matthew McConaughey sized draw on his Bard cigarette.
All right, Wally, it's your turn.
Give me a sec. All right. Paul, you smell like wet dog pretty much every day. It's not good. It's pretty bad.
Well, you do want to take a shower early in the day, and I gotta run out of the house every morning.
like,
Entropy,
you-
is this one racially insensitive, or do I just let him keep going with this one?
No, let him continue to dig his own hole.
I mean, if it's racially insensitive, we gotta like step in and cut that off.
Well, yes, but let's see where he's going with it. Maybe there's a
Yeah,
point to it.
yeah. I jumped in on you earlier, and that was a mistake. So maybe I shouldn't jump in on him.
Yeah, we can always just make him run laps.
Oh, no, continue, Wally. We were just listening.
Wally's just staring at Coach, doing like the. Can I keep going?
Yeah, go for it, Wally.
Look, Paul.
Mhm.
Dude, I like you. All right, I like you. You're a cool dude. All right,
Yeah, thanks.
cool dude. But when you take those showers in the morning, do you make sure to like dry off,
Jesus Christ.
or do you just like sit in it? Like I'm just like I know I've been there. I had to change how I was running things. I had to really get some like floral stuff going on.
I've been low on towels recently. That's all. I do the old shake method. Usually it gets me a little bit fluffy, but it works in the end.
I really recommend. Do you have like a fur dryer or something?
No, haven't been spending my money on that. Whenever I get anything, mostly it's on Monsters and Xbox.
Like actual monsters, or like the drink?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wonder how much an aboleth costs.
To rent a couple hours every Sunday, about 50 gold for about an hour.
The fuck are we paying with gold? We got dollars here.
Well, sorry, about $50 an hour.
Okay, now that exchange rate seems wildly off. Let's move on to SK8. SK8.
So he would pull out his magic wand, and he
I swear to God, SK, if you go too blue with this,
No. Let him do his thing. I was once a teenage girl, and let me tell you, he cannot do anything meaner than other teenage girls do. Go ahead.
More like hot mess, skating through life on your two big breasts because you're daddy's best girl.
Oh,
SK.
He like just stares slack-jawed for a moment and then just starts clapping and says, "That was the most creative insult I have ever heard directed towards me." I mean, a little cliche picking on the large breasts, but you made it your own, and I appreciate that. I feel like you've now written a song about me.
I have more verses
Made
prepared.
for large breasts. Your own.
I would love to hear them.
I don't
Continue.
actually. That could be the transition to the next part of the montage because I do not have anything else. Ready.
Paul, I'm gonna give you another shot here. Wally really laid into you. Doesn't that make you mad, Paul?
no, not really. But if I'm gonna do it for the team and everything, sure, why not? And he is going to shift into his more wolfy form, as he just lays into just being a little growlier. Sometimes you come in with a smell. You say my wet dog is bad. You got some pretty sensitive smells that you're doing over there. I don't know if it's that wacky weed you're doing, if it's chasing that dragon, or if it's aboleth nuts. But trust me when I say, got a sensitive nose some days. I think it might be a little sensitiver than whatever you're smelling, with me being wet. Maybe clean up that act first. Sorry, I don't mean to just dig into you there, but sometimes I feel like it's fair to do. We got a professional work environment that we gotta perpetuate.
Hey, Paul. I'm really proud
Yeah.
of you. Really proud of you. You sound like you really pushed yourself to do that. To say that. was really
I'm proud of
brave.
you too, Paul.
Coach,
Yeah.
I need you to sit down right now. Because if you interrupt me one more time, I'm going to make another bonfire.
God damn it. All right, go on, Wally.
Well, now I'm done.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you one more time. Entropy, your turn after that scathing diss track from Skate there.
Oh, are we still doing this?
Yeah, we're going. We're finishing the first step.
I mean, I'm not sure how you want me to follow up on that. I'm not really a poet or anything.
Just talk a little trash. Or if you're feeling too burned by that diss track, you can go after one of the other boys.
I feel like that would be kind of cheap because they're such easy targets. And she just looks at the boys and smiles.
I'm right here.
Paul just gives like a big wolfy grin.
I know exactly what I said. Moving on.
Okay, Wally.
Hey, Paul, you know your problem?
Yeah.
Work with that stupid unicorn, and I really don't like him, and I don't think that he treats you very well. And I think you should really look into finding some other kind of work, you know? It's, I don't think that's a good job for you, man.
It pays extra bills, but it's understandable that you don't like him.
This isn't really an insult. It's been something that I've been meaning to tell you for a while, and if we're just like saying stuff, I feel like this is a way for me to just, get that off my chest. I feel like you're better than that job. You're a good dude.
Thanks.
And honestly, like the smell thing, I was really reaching with that. Like, it's not bad. It's just it's just you. I'm not really worried about it.
Yes. Usually, I when I'm get the wet dog smell, it's when I'm in this form. I've got to make sure I get all the hair follicles. That's why it doesn't dry right.
We got to get you a fur dryer.
Got to get a fur dryer.
It's good for the skin. You get the moisture off the skin. It's a lot better for it. Way it's not like cooking in the moisture. It's good. We got to get you one.
I can loan you my extra leaf blower if you'd like.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah.
All right, Wally. Was that one racially insensitive? The leaf blower instead of a fur dryer?
I mean, it's what they use at groomers, basically.
Wow.
It's not untrue. That is not untrue.
I mean, haven't you been on TikTok? Those dog grooming videos are fantastic. And in the end, it's all technically fur that needs to be dried, right?
Entropy, I don't have a cell phone. Remember how I don't have a house anymore?
I do recall that now.
Like, I've been without a cell phone for even longer than that.
Yes. Well, it's all fur in the end, right?
Wait, Coach, how do you get on Facebook? Thanks, Lincoln. Thanks.
What's Facebook?
Yes. Well, moving back to that, I think the racially insensitive thing to say would be to also get him the little happy hoodie. But, we can stick with just a oversized hairdryer.
All right, it's on to you, Skate. You got some more hot bars there?
Sorry about the local cat that just went walking by our training session screaming.
No, I didn't have anything else prepared.
All right. Well, aren't you all just like really PO'd after all that? Like just really upset with each other?
Oh no, I'm delighted. I got almost a song written about me.
I mean, I mostly just took this form so I could be a little bit more intimidating. I'm not actually mad at him. He brought up some valid points.
I felt like we did a lot of like clearing our chest, or in the case of SK8, really flexing our creative vibes.
Well, that part was meant to like get you all pumped up for part 2, which is none of you have ever been in an actual fight with other people before, have you?
Fought zombies that one time.
Yeah, those are zombies. You're gonna be You're gonna be going up against real people.
Well, I was gonna say, well, yeah, but like I turned that one skeleton into dust that time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you're gonna be going up against like real thinking, feeling people, and you got to get past that hurdle.
What happens when you hit real people? Do they turn into like wet dust?
No, sometimes their bones do crunch under your fist, though.
Yeah, or your full body, you just slam into them.
Yeah, we got to get y'all over that fear of fighting, so Paul,
Hmm?
just lay into Wally.
Hey, what?
Okay, sorry about this, Wally.
What?
No hard feelings.
Punch somebody in the face.
Wait, what?
And he's going to do that
Wait, hold on.
with with his
Wait,
big
what
old
are we
werewolf
doing?
fist. He's gonna do an unarmed strike.
We're about to do 18 seconds of sparring.
So what's the height difference? Is it kind of like an uppercut, or is like Polly taller right now?
When he's shifted, he does get a little bit taller.
So is he now like eye to eye?
Are you like
tall?
are you like 7.5 feet tall?
No,
That's what I'm asking.
Because I am.
no, he gets to be
I'm a
like 6
fearful.
foot tall.
Like I'm a
you know,
fearful. We're big.
he gets to be like 6 foot tall from his normal 5'10".
I just imagine him like looking up and just be like, "Pop!"
Like, I got him in the chin and it just like scraped it. I'm just like, oh no. It's terrible.
I'm gonna unarmed strike him, I guess.
Okay. Now, don't worry about like knocking each other out because I'm here to heal y'all.
Yeah,
That's a
that's gonna be a
17.
That's a hit.
So,
How much damage am I taking?
4 unarmed damage, bludgeoning.
Alrighty. That's like a quarter of my hit points.
He just like punches you right in the gut. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to like. Coach told me just to go for it. I'm so sorry.
Get mad, Wally.
After this, we're still getting drinks, right?
The best way I can describe Wally's response is just intense, glaring, just breathing really hard.
All right, Entropy, it's on you. Fling a spell, throw a punch. It's you and SK. Get in there, Entropy. You made fun of your titties. Get mad.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it. That's generally the first thing that people pick on. At least he was creative about it.
It doesn't that just make you mad? He got way too creative. Like, I would buy that album, Entropy. Get mad about it.
No, I appreciated the amount of thought and everything that he put into it. But I am
He
still
called you
going
a thought, Entropy.
Did he though? I've been called worse.
No, he didn't. I'm just trying to help y'all get mad and get your heads in the. First of all, most important thing with this competition, when we get there, I want y'all to have fun and enjoy yourselves. But you need that fighting spirit too. Win or lose, I still appreciate all of you. Now, Entropy, fuck them up.
Well, I'm gonna try to use Chill Touch. Does a 14 hit?
Versus AC. That's a tie.
Yeah. So that hits.
Meat to beat the meat.
Oh no!
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
no! Oh no! I wasn't meaning to do that. I did not mean to. I was not trying to hurt him that bad. Did I just
No.
knock him out?
Rip robot.
Luckily, I have a very high constitution. But that does take me down to 3 HP.
Okay,
Jesus.
good.
You are all doing non-lethal damage here. I'm not gonna say, oh, you accidentally killed. No.
Neck broken. Oops.
Okay. Wally, you mad over there?
Seething.
Yes. Well, that was a little more than I meant to do. Sorry about that.
That's okay. SK just
That's
kind of
my
like
turn.
collapses, like he got kicked in the nuts. He's like, and then he just kind of like raises like one fist and a thumbs up.
Now, Wally, I want you to try doing that to Paul.
Wally, like just looking towards Paul, his head doesn't even move. His eyes jet over and look at Coach as hard as he can. Just fiery intensity staring at him. And he raises up his, I am calling it an ockle. His culturally specific walking stick cane that all of his tribe has.
Oh, okay.
It's called an ockle. He raises it up. You see it glowing with like a green fiery energy from the shillelagh. And he takes a step back from Paul turns 90 degrees and swings at Coach as hard as he can.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
And as he's swinging, he goes, "Why did you tell him to hit me?"
And what's the attack roll?
23.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I rolled an 18 plus 5.
That is one
Do you-
angry Fearbolg.
That beats Coach's AC by
Ooh.
2.
Coach, pretty impressive though.
Jeez, go coach.
Well, me shouting at him probably alerted him a little bit as to the incoming attack, because that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
So
Magical
you just
bludgeoning
like
damage.
step in there, and Coach is like, "All right, he's swinging at me. It's not gonna really connect. I've been doing this for wham."
Why did you tell him to do that?
Wally, I've never been so goddamn proud of you in my life. You got in here, you got mad. This is what we need to be doing in that adventure. And then he just like he wants to do the like place the hand on the back of your head and like lean his head into your forehead, but he is a dwarf and you are a fearball.
Wally is also like completely squared up towards Coach right now.
Coach is like squaring up with Wally too, but he has the spot like it is the smile of a dad watching his son or daughter
About to beat the shit out of him.
ride a bike for the first time without training wheels.
He's about to fucking ride my fist all the way into a grave. Wally has the ockle in like his right hand, and his left arm you can just see is clenched as hard as possible all the way up, like through his shoulder, and he's like kind of shaking a little bit. He's so angry. This is the first time any of you have seen him angry.
All right, SK, I got my own things to deal with here, but you already know what you got to do, SK.
All right. I guess I will use Vicious Mockery, as that is the only offensive cantrip that I know.
You can use an actual spell if you want.
That seems like overkill. Actually, no. Okay. What am I gonna say? All right. So, I will use a first level spell. Give me a Wisdom save, Abby.
Wisdom. Oh, that's only a 10.
Okay. SK takes out the mic and his magic wand and holds it in both hands. Goes, what is the deal with Coach's dating life? And you fall over, incapacitated with laughter after that sick Tasha's hideous laughter that I just hit you with.
Yeah, Entropy is just trying not to laugh, so she's kind of like covering her mouth, like cackling, like facing away so Coach doesn't see how hard she's
Oh
laughing.
no,
at
there's
him.
no resisting it. You fall on the ground and are incapacitated.
No, she fell on the ground and everything, but she's trying to like turn her head and she's cackling, but she's trying to like
Okay.
cover her mouth so it's not as loud. But it's yeah, she's definitely laughing.
Coach has his own concerns right now.
Wally's anger breaks in a split second, and he just starts laughing. And he's finally back to the Wally that you got.
And Coach, it's like, all right, I know I said this was going to be an 18-second sparring match, but you all went really far out of your comfort zones there, and I appreciate that from all of you. Wally, I'm sorry I made you so angry with this. So we're going to call this here. You all did exceptional. And I guess it's time for part 3 of the training program. Y'all ready?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Gate, Entropy, you ready?
Do I make another wisdom save?
Oh
yeah, you should probably
hold on,
make
let
that.
me see when that
And
at the end of each turn.
Because
Yeah,
I
it's
think
the
you
end
can
of
make
each
one every
turn.
turn or something. Yeah. I mean, this
Okay,
one was
then
a
yes.
21. Entropy's just like dating life. Yeah, I guess I'm ready.
Coach opens up the cooler, and inside are orange slices, Capri Suns, beer, water, Powerade, anything you can think of. Like, there's even protein shakes in there, and Coach says, "Well, step 3 is after you and the team have fought hard, you share a nice drink together. And before anyone gets over here, I'm going to call Wally up first. Wally's our player of the game. Wally, you get to choose your beverage first. Grab a couple orange slices."
We've really only been training for a few minutes, if we're being honest here.
Boss lady, never,
This is day 1.
boss lady, never undervalue just a good orange slice.
All right. Get some orange slices and hydrate, and then I'm sure Coach has more training for us.
Wally grabs a beer.
If you throw up, that's your fault.
Entropy, today is just some light training. Today is the intro, because I know you hired that fancy coach, or not coach, but specialist or whatever for us.
Personal trainer, yes.
Yeah. God, it looks kind of goofy if you ask me, though.
To customize training regimens for everyone based on their
What a
strengths.
man bun, Entropy. His man bun.
I can't control the man's hair. I don't know what you want from me.
Is he here? The personal trainer.
No, he's not. But, I figured this would just be a fun group outing for us.
Right.
And-
Well, I will still probably go home and do my own version of training.
Yeah, you should probably work on your spell casting.
Well, I mean that too, but stamina is also very important. But I have a home gym, so.
Wally has edged over towards SK8 and just says, Coach could probably practice his dating life.
I have seen where he sleeps. No amount of practice would make that acceptable.
Alright, y'all are some little rascals there. And Coach just kind of like brings everyone in for a huddle.
Okay. We awkwardly huddle.
Yep.
Alright, like I said, win or lose, you're all still going to be some of my favorite people. If we lose and, we don't get that prize money, we'll figure something else out for the shop. I just want y'all to get out there and have fun. And again, get mad out there. It's okay to get mad, just don't get cruel out there. You all understand me?
Okay, but what if I choose cruel with a level head? Because that was kind of what I was going to do. That was my game plan.
Entropy, like I said, it's always okay to get mad. It's never okay to be cruel.
I can literally summon a giant skeletal hand to suck the vitality out of someone. I'm not sure what else you want me to do.
That's not really cruel when it comes to adventuring, because in the sport of adventuring, you're gonna encounter a lot of crazy stuff. The thing you did to skate, that happens every day. That ain't really that cruel. By cruel, I mean like giving some, just playing dirty and getting into your enemy's head the wrong way.
Oh, well, that's what thaumaturgy is for. And Entropy pulls out a list that she has made of different tactics to use with thaumaturgy to get into the other team's head.
Okay, Entropy, some of these just look like war crimes, and I cannot support this.
I mean, but if you combine thaumaturgy and prestidigitation, it's really convincing to make them think they shot themselves.
Oh, okay, that's funny. That's not cruel. By cruel, I mean, I saw a guy making fun of another guy just for being poor on the field. He can't control where he grew up.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
not everybody's in control of their circumstances,
Exactly. It's okay to be mad, just don't be cruel. or mean. I don't know how the phrase goes, Entropy. What I'm just saying is, don't be an asshole out there.
Right. On that note, SK8, do you have any kind of illusory spells or cantrips,
Illusory.
like minor illusion or anything like
Um,
that?
No, he does not.
Coach, do we have any items back at the shop that can cast minor illusion? Because it would be fantastic to not only make them feel like they shit themselves, but to,
The illusion
a
of
big
shitting themselves.
full diaper on them.
Well, Entropy, I think we went through all the items we got today.
That's a shame. I'll have to work on learning that, because to give them the image of, a big dirty diaper so we can really drive home what big babies they are.
I mean, you might be able to ask Jeremy to whip something up, but again, kids in high school. But he is a genius when it comes to the magic and the technologies, whatever they call them. The
I'll see what I
TikToks.
can do. Yeah, don't worry about that. You're doing your best.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard without a phone, Entropy. I got to call y'all from the shop if I have to call anyone. We're done with the whole. I actually have a house facade, so you know I live there.
Yeah, I kind of had just assumed for a while, if we're being honest.
Wow, my life seemed that off the tracks right now.
I just put a hand on his shoulder in a comforting way. We're all
And
here
Coach
for you,
looks,
Coach.
Coach looks at everyone else. You can be honest with me, boys. Well, Skate, you already knew I lived there. We were roommates.
Adam, what is a level of voluntary cohabitation?
Paul just takes a pull on his beer, and says, I actually got to go talk to my other coworkers and everything. So, yeah, let's table this for another time and everything like that. I should probably, oh, actually, dogs get drunk faster, don't they? Oh boy. Ooh, I might not be good to drive. And he just down.
You know Goodberry, Wally?
Goodberry?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, shit. So we're gonna need someone to pop a few good berries in Paul's mouth and maybe take him to the hospital.
Heal him.
Yeah, that might work.
More like dog food poisoning.
Would healing word help against dog food poisoning?
I don't think healing word would work against food poisoning.
It's been at least a minute though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he de-shifts.
Paul consumed
Oh.
beer.
I don't think dogs can drink
I mean, they
beer. I'm pretty sure
shouldn't.
they can.
But I don't think it's as bad as like chocolate.
Hold on. I
No,
got you.
take a break and I'll Google that.
I'm just looking it up on my cell phone.
We just cut to like some frat boys hanging out with Paul doing a keg stand, like, yo, no one told me this dog was sick as hell. And Paul throwing up during the keg stand. Oh, he literally is sick as hell.
They can have a little beer as a treat.
The short answer is beer is bad for dogs.
Beer is bad for humans too.
That is the bold portion. If I type in Google dogs beer, the top thing just says in bold, beer is bad for dogs.
Yeah, all right.
It is the alcohol, very specifically. Alcohol is
All
bad
right,
for
well,
dogs.
that makes sense. Yeah.
And with that, Skate, do you want to give us our transition to the credits?
AKA the hospital.
Yeah,
Or the vet.
so this transition will be skating back across the screen, but this time he slips but does a flip and keeps on skating.
See the credits roll off the episode. Does anyone have anything they want to plug or pitch right now?
It's gonna look sick as hell in an
Yeah.
audio medium.
Yeah, it's so fucking sick.
Send us those Gmails at critsandgrits@gmail.com. Send us those Facebook messages at Crits and Grits on Facebook. And one day we'll get a Twitter and maybe even a Tumblr set up. Probably not a Tumblr.
We've said this multiple times. We have a Twitter that barely gets any use because I don't fucking know how to use Twitter.
You-
We need to hire Gen Z to do our social media because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
This is the This is Coach and Gary really showing where they
Yeah.
cross over right now.
He is one with that character. He's method acting.
I don't know how to fucking what the fuck do I do on Twitter? Do I just retweet a bunch of stuff?
That's
Yeah,
it. You
it
just
seems like
scroll and you go, oh,
Pretty much.
wow.
Or do I just like see a tweet and then copy it word for word in a tweet and pretend it was something
don't
I
do
said
No, you
and
can
hope it
just
gets
literally-
screenshotted?
You can literally just click retweet, or you can quote tweet and add your own little filler thing onto it.
I have to be the funny one. I have to be the one that came up with that amazing meme that has been around for like 7 months about D&D now.
You don't have to. You could
Don't be-
sometimes
Yeah.
you can let other people do it.
Nope. We are exclusively just word for word tweeting D&D memes from our Twitter account
We have
now. No, we don't. Well, anyway, let me take a moment to thank some special people. I forgot to thank Becky last time. You can follow her on twitch.tv/sugarpuns. Becky is in a couple episodes of a Crits and Grits side story. She also does some great art, and can't wait to have her on the podcast again. There's also Tithus. You can follow him on twitch.tv/Tithus. One of our OG followers and promoters from the beginning. Can't wait to have him on an episode as well, because the Thanksgiving one shot we did with him was our audio was ruined for that one. Also, our favorite sometimes DM, Kyler. You can follow him over on Fishing After 5 on YouTube. We have our good buddy Jay, our narrator. He's going to be doing a different sort of opening for this series now. You can follow him on twitch.tv/Rush918 and his friend on Twitch over at twitch.tv/DuckyPlease, DuckiePLZ. And last but not least, we have Jess from MomoCon. You can check out the MomoCon socials on Facebook, Twitter. They know how to use Twitter. We don't. And you can follow Jess on twitch.tv/JessPanda. And does anything have anything, or anyone have anything else? Words are
One more thing.
one more thing.
Wally's weekly words of wisdom.
All right, let's drop that Wally's wisdom.
So on the store's Facebook page for the week with Wally's words of wisdom. Oh, by the way, on the post it is misspelled as wasdom.
Wonderful.
It says always be honest with yourself, because you're the only person that you can't lie to.
And what's the Wally picture, or not Wally, the Paul picture that accompanies that?
The Paul picture that accompanies that, he is staring off into a sunset. He's got his hands on his hips as he watches traffic go by. It does not accompany it well, but it still accompanies it.
Does it look like a really cheap attempt at an inspirational poster?
It does.
Fantastic.
With that, everyone give a jumbled good night.
Jumble, good night.
night.
Good night, everybody.